MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. A good one on tap for you this afternoon between the New York Mets and the St. Louis Cardinals. The two men you see there go head-to-head coming up next. Jack Flaherty starts the game on the mound for the third and final game of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, Matty V, this ought to be exciting. This is one of the top young pitchers in the game right now. He keeps getting better. He keeps learning. And if he continues at this pace, this guy has a chance to be one of the more reliable pitchers in the game.
And here's the former first-round draft choice, Brandon Nimmo. He will lead this one off today.
Number 9, Brandon Nimmo.
Now the pitch. Underway now in the Sunday finale as the game's first pitch is taken for ball one. Dan, D-Row, we take a look at this Cardinals ball club as they enter play this afternoon. Despite the loss last time out, they'd won 4 in a row, so they've been on a nice little roll here.
Yeah, Matty V. Hey, D-Row, we're looking at a team that's playing some pretty good baseball right now. Through the first 5 games of this homestand, 4-1 and looking for some bigger and better things.
Yeah, we had a chance to sit down before the game after BP with the manager. He was really pleased with the way his team has played in these last 5. Let's see if it continues today.
Turned on down the line, but this will get foul. 2-1. And now a pitch on the way. Called strike 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So, Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? Do you still pitch for the strikeout here?
Action pitch right here, 2-2. The last thing you want to do is to fall behind and count 3-2.
Now a swing and a miss on the slider as the leadoff man is set down on strikes to open up the ball game.
The left fielder, number 6.
Jeff McNeil will be the next to take a turn. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. His prior history versus this arm, he's 1 for 3. 1 out, nobody on. And 2-0 as this one's taken low. Time to check our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Freddie Ferguson.
You know, this is one of the guys behind the dish, Freddie Ferguson, Dan, that the rookies are going to have a tough time with. If you've played in the league for a little bit, you understand that he's got his own zone.
You touched on it, D-Row. I think he rewards the veteran players, not only pitchers, but position players. He makes the younger players, he makes them earn their keep.
Swinging on 3-0, now 3 balls and a strike. The 3-1 pitch. And he lays off here, ball 4, and he'll become the game's first base runner here with 1 away.
Batting third, the first baseman, Pete.
So here's Pete Alonso. He had a homer in the ball game yesterday afternoon. First pitch coming, here it is. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1.
Some guys are great low ball hitters, but most guys, especially guys with pop like this, they're hunting for the ball belt high and above. So that was a nicely spotted fastball down in the zone.
Here's the 0-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes, down.
And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
Boy, there's nothing like seeing a good power pitcher that has a good fastball. And what does he do? He just throws this good fastball right by, brings the express. No chance to put that ball in play.
Here comes the second baseman, Robinson Cano, and he'll watch one miss up and away for a ball. 1-0. The average sits at 294. 2 home runs, 13 RBIs. Here it comes, 1-0. Oh, much too tardy on the fastball. 1-1.
Now this pitcher's feeling the flow right now. 2 outs in the first inning. He's got really nice mechanics working right now and blew that fastball right by him.
The count now at 2-1. McNeil leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. A swing and a miss there, 2-2. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
Stabs for it. He's got it. Got him. So it's no runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 man left on. It's the Mets nothing, Redbirds stepping up. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Marcus Stroman, a right-hander from the Empire State, gets the starting assignment here. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, I'm really excited to watch this guy in this one. He's strung together a solid season up to this point. ERA in the low 2s, and that's not an easy thing to do in this day and age of high-scoring games and home runs and teams filled with guys that get hit throughout the lineup. This is a really good pitcher.
Here's Dexter Fowler now. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. High in the air into shallow left center. McNeil comes on and makes the catch in shallow left for out number 1.
Batting second, the second baseman, Colton Wong.
Here's the second baseman, Colton Wong. And you can see his home road splits there. He has not fared very well in front of the home crowd, oddly enough. Here comes the first pitch. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. These Mets fellas, as they take the field here today, they come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
Hey, thanks, Matty. Hey, you know what, D-Row? Try to get on a kind of a little mini winning streak here. Losing the first game of this series, winning game 2, and hopefully winning this series by pulling one out here today.
Yeah, Dan, they were able to shower that first loss off in the first game of this series and had a nice bounce-back game yesterday. Let's see if they can steal a series right here.
Popped him up. Cano has a play. And that's the second out of the inning.
Batting third, the first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And stepping in, the power-hitting first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt. Stroman gets the sign. Here it is. Started to go down after it, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike 1. This is line to left, and that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. And he'll coast into second here with a 2-out double.
Not really much the pitcher can do about that one. He put the ball down in the zone where he wanted it, but it was just a solid piece of hitting. Goes down and gets it and pulls it into the corner for extra bases.
Yeah, as you know, Dan, sometimes the hitter just wins. So that brings in the power-hitting middle infielder, Paul DeYoung. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Two out here and a runner at second. High in the air out to center field.
Waiting on it is Nimmo.
He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Danger averted following the 2-out double. We're off to the second, scoreless on the show. Next up for New York, J.D. Davis. He'll look to get something going here in this scoreless ball game.
Davis.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Well out in front of the breaking ball there for a strike. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. Now a ball crushed high in the air, deep to left, way back there, and that one is long gone. A solo shot here to left, home run number 5 on the year, and the Mets are on the board first, 1-0.
Hey, listen, there's an old adage in baseball that solo home runs won't kill you. This is one of the top hitters in that lineup. So a home run, a solo home run right here, it's not the end of the world.
Into the box, Michael Conforto.
Right fielder, number 30.
And he'll promptly send it in the air out to center field.
Bader is right there, 1 down.
Batting 7th, the catcher, number 40, Wilson Ramos.
So digging in now, Wilson Ramos. Here comes the first pitch. Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone. Two balls and no strikes to Ramos.
Hey, after those 2 breaking balls missed, you have to be sitting on a fastball right here.
Hey. 2-1. We're in the second, 1-0 Mets early on. All even now, 2-2. Now the pitch.
Full count.
And he misses here for ball 4. Already 2 walks surrendered in his first couple of innings of work.
Well, this guy's been prone to giving up walks at bunches, and that's already 2 walks here in the early going. We'll see if this continues to be an issue for him as this start continues.
Digging in, Ahmed Rosario. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. Has a look, now the pitch. And here's a slider that's nowhere close, and it's 1-0. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. O'Neill comes on and makes the catch in shallow left for out number 2.
Batting 9th, the pitcher, Marcus Stroman.
So here's the Mets pitcher, Marcus Stroman, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. He's set. Here it comes.
Yeah. 0-1's the count.
Now here's one hit in the air to the right side. Coming on is Fowler, but he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass. The relay, and a good effort to bring it back in quickly, but he's in at second base with a double.
The center fielder, number 9, Brandon Nimmo.
So here's Brandon Nimmo. As he'll take a look at a slider that can't make it back to the corner. It's ball one. He's got a chance to add to this early lead as he'll bat with a couple of guys in scoring position. A bouncer up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. 1 run scores. The throw to the plate. The tag, and they get him at the plate as 1 run scores, but not the second. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. On now to the bottom of the second. It's the Mets 2 and the Cardinals nothing. Here's the catcher, Yadier Molina.
The catcher.
As he'll watch a slider that stays inside for ball one. He comes in with that average down in the 240s. 3 homers and a dozen RBIs. The 1-0. Finds the zone, strike one. Hit in the air down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. The 1-2. Misses for the second ball. Count remains 2-2. Now here it comes. A swing and a miss on a ball way out of the zone, and there's one away.
That strikeout was a real good example of a pitcher continuing to make a guy chase out of the zone. When you recognize a hitter is in protect mode, you don't have to come inside the strike zone. You can just expand further and further until he literally can't touch it.
So now to the plate, Tyler O'Neill.
As he'll swing and hit this one hard, but foul off to the left and out of play.
He comes in with that average down in the 240s. Still without a home run and a pair of RBIs. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2. Bases are empty. 1 man out. Now a fastball runs inside and drills him. Oh, that's gotta hurt.
Oh, and that was a big mistake right there. This guy might be their best base stealing threat in the lineup, so now he's got a chance to move into scoring position without even putting the ball into play.
The next to bat for St. Louis, Tommy Edman, and he's seen his numbers on the rise here over the last 5 games or so. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
This is a tough guy to turn 2 on. It's got to be hit hard. If you're an infielder, you've got to catch it and get rid of it quickly.
Runner at first here, 1 man out. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Edman is a guy that can really pick him up and put him down, if you will. He's a plus runner and really uses speed to his advantage in multiple ways on the field.
Yeah, and it works for him. It works for him in a lot of ways, like you said, Matty. Hits the ball on the ground. He has the potential to beat it out. I can't tell you what this does for an infield or an outfield defense to be put on their toes and have to make plays against this guy.
Protecting with 2 strikes, went out of the zone that time, but he stays alive. Another 0-2 coming. A swing and a ground ball to third. The throw pulls him off the bag. And this will go down as an E5, as you can see the exasperation on his face. So following the error, it's now runners at first and second. And next will be a speed threat in the form of outfielder Harrison Bader. First pitch of the at-bat. And he runs it in on him and gets him to swing through it for strike one. First and second now, one man out. And it's 1-1. And it's 1-2.
Good thing he didn't make contact with that pitch. Only thing he could do is probably hit that on the ground. It could be a double play ball.
1-2 is the cut fastball, but he holds back 2-2. Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now, 3-2.
I don't think he can afford another base runner here, so whatever pitch he feels best about, whichever one he feels most comfortable with, that's the one I expect him to turn to.
Strike three called, and now he's 1 out away from getting out of this.
Runner on first in a double play situation, so you expect to see a lot of pitches down in the zone, so I think that pitch up right there was a good one. Obviously, the double play is more efficient, but you're always going to take a K when you're on the mound.
At the plate now, Jack Flaherty, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. Two down, runners at first and second. Now a swing, and he gets him to pop it up, and no one will track it down. And he popped him up. And Cano will make the catch to retire the side. Cards strand a couple. They're still down. It's 2-0. So here's Jeff McNeil. 9 at-bats in the series and 4 base hits.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
First offering on its way.
Ball, that's out.
The 1-0 is laid off, but in there for strike one.
You rarely see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle, and man, as a hitter, probably a good chance you're not going to see that pitch again.
Pitch popped up. Edman is over, and he's got it for the first out of the inning.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Pete Alonso. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. Knuckle curve there off the outside corner, 2-0. Right on the inside, Black with the slider, laid off but called to strike. 1 out, nobody on. Fooled pretty badly there as he reaches to poke this one foul. Trying to send him packing for the second time. And it's fouled away. Here's the pitch on 2-2. Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes. So it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the third.
Classic slider down and away for the strike out there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Robinson Cano the next to dig in. As he'll take a look at ball 1. Cano is in Don't You Know, a part of his New York nickname days. This is the first year of his new 4-year contract. A swinging bunt out in front of the plate. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Dexter Fowler will be the one to lead it off when we come back. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Mets 2 and the Cardinals nothing. So it's back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring in the switch hitting outfielder Dexter Fowler.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
First pitch is a sinker, too low, 1-0. Fowler playing here in his age 34 season. He was taken in the 14th round back in the 2004 first-year player draft.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. The pitch. That's smoked, but right into the shift. Cano fields it cleanly, throws in time, and that's out number 1. So 1 away in the inning now. Before we get too much further, let's take a look at where the Mets find themselves in the race for the National League East. Leadoff man retired for the second baseman, Colton Wong. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Well thrown sinker that time, down but in the strike zone. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Sinker, 1 ball, 1 strike. Looked like the sinker there, dipped a little below the knees.
That's where he wants that sinker to end up, but that was a nice job of laying off.
Hit down the line at first. And he'll step on first for the out, 3 unassisted.
Now batting, first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
Digging in to try it again, Paul Goldschmidt. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
And that's been their only hit so far in this one. They've been dealing with some really great pitching in this game.
Ball 1.
Hey, a 2-out walk right here would be the tying run to the plate. Even though it's early on, you got a guy on deck that has a lot of pop.
Well struck but foul over by the coaching box. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch.
Count 2-1.
Hey, after the double in his first at-bat, looks like he's trying to pitch around this guy a little bit.
And the 2-1. Heading out towards shallow right. And he dives to make a spectacular catch. What a play there to end the inning. Worth a second look here, as this is a beauty to end the inning. We're back with more on a Sunday afternoon following this. Welcome back to Busch Stadium as we send it down to Heidi.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Mets manager to discuss his thoughts on his club's offense so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. It's still pretty early in the game, but they've seen a lot of pitches already. And he thinks the 2 runs they've pushed across so far is just the beginning, given the quality of the at-bats they're putting together.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. All set for the start of the 4th. Striding in once again, J.D. Davis. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
We all know this guy's a real good fastball hitter. We saw how far he could hit one. He got a fastball that he liked, and he turned that thing around, and it got out of here in a hurry.
A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
Well-executed fastball right at the knees. Going to be a long day for this offense if he stays in that spot.
And that's in there as well. 0-2 now.
Might have been taking all the way right there. That pitch couldn't have split the strike zone any better, and you can bet he wants that one back at the plate.
Fouled away. Another 0-2 home. And on 0-2 he misses with a fastball. Lays off. 2-2 now.
What pitch recognition right there. 90% of the guys are going fishing after that nasty slider.
Back up the middle and in for a base hit.
I mean, that has to frustrate the guy on the mound right there. You get him down 0-2, no put away pitch, works the count back to neutral, and is able to mix in a base hit. Nice job.
Stepping in now, Michael Conforto. He offers at it and sends a bouncer out to short. Relay to Goldie, and that gets him as well. A double play.
We don't get to see the glove tossing up, but boy, it can really help save some time, and it looks good to boot. That's smooth.
Next for the Mets, Wilson Ramos. He worked a walk and came around to score in his first trip in this game. Now here's the pitch. 0-1 the count. Now here's the pitch.
Ball 1. 1-1.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Fastball, and ooh, that ran in and drilled him.
And I'm sure that one stings a little bit. The best revenge he can get for his pain is to find a way to come around to score. We'll see if his guys can move him around the bases.
At the plate, Ahmed Rosario flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. From the stretch. In there for strike 1.
Especially after drilling the last guy up at the plate. That's just a great job to get your mechanics back under you and establish yourself back in the strike zone.
2 runs, 4 hits, 1 error in the game for the Mets thus far. Grounded down the third baseline, but this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. Mets leave 1 as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. ready to go for the last half of the inning. So Paul DeYoung digs in next. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Long run for the right fielder, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
The catcher, number 4, Yadier Molina.
Stepping in for the Cardinals, Yadier Molina. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Ball 1, no strike.
Swing and a miss. Looked like the slider there. A ball and a strike. There's strike 2 as the hanging slider was let go.
That's how you open up the outside part of the plate. Pound 2 balls in and then get right back outside. Nice pitch.
2-2 to the Cardinals catcher. No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. And it's gone. A solo shot here to left. 4th home run for him on the season. And with it, the Redbirds have made this a 2-1 game.
That bomb didn't tie things up, but they're only down 1 right now and feeling pretty good they can come back.
Now batting.
Into the box now, Tyler O'Neill. As he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. O'Neill, a Canadian native. He's in his 3rd season as a major league player. That evens it up 1-1. And now a pitch on the way. Keeping it down here as it's to 1-2.
You have to find a way to lay off that low sinker. There is just no way to do any damage. You're just looking at either a bruised shin or a ground out to the left side.
The 1-2.
That's a ball.
Bounce towards the second baseman. Gonna be a tough play. Throw gets him. 2 down.
The batter, the 3rd baseman, Tommy Edman.
In now, Tommy Edman. He comes in 0 for 1 on the day thus far after reaching on an error his first time up. Stroman gets the sign. Here it comes. And that misses low and away. Ball 1. 2 out, nobody on. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact.
Hey, you want to talk about being in a zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
And that's in there. 2-1. To 2-2 now.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Now here's the pitch. This is in the air to left field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Cardinals get 1 in the inning thanks to Yadier Molina. We're through 4. It's the Mets 2 and the Cardinals 1. All ready to go in the top of the 5th. So here now is the pitcher, Marcus Stroman. It was a double for him in his first turn at the plate.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get maybe once an AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. Mets pitcher behind at the plate with a ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss, and he'll start the 5th the same way he ended the 4th with a punch out, 1 away.
The center fielder, number 9.
Now back to the top of the Mets order, digging in, Brandon Nimmo, 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Here comes the first pitch. Sends that one out of play for strike 1.
Had to be sitting something hard right there because he gave up on that pitch, but it was right down the chute.
I had him reaching at thin air that time, and he's very quickly down 0-2.
Made him look silly with that one.
Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2.
Wow, kind of an interesting pitch call there. The batter flailed at the pitch away on the previous one, so you'd think you'd go right back there, but instead they decided to come in. Make him prove he can adjust before you do.
Nimmo with an even count of 2-2 now. 5th inning, 2-1 our score. Still 2-2.
You can definitely tell with that foul off right there that he's picking up spin on this pitcher's off-speed stuff. Maybe expect a fastball on this next one.
Swing and a line drive. Foul. The 2-2 one more time. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Oh, man, he's been absolutely getting overmatched at the plate the last couple of games. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone. So clearly this pitching staff, they figured out how to attack this guy. We'll see if he can make any adjustments.
In now, Jeff McNeil. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Two balls and no strikes.
Not even close with the 1-0. He needs to get back in the zone, but be careful. Work the quadrants.
Left a change out there for him, but he missed it. 2-1.
There's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. It's going to be tough on the hitters if they have to incorporate that into their mindset.
3-1 to the Mets left fielder. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Pulled toward right center field. Center fielder on the run. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. Mets go down 1-2-3. They still lead it 2-1. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cardinals to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. He said their pitch selection has been the main reason for their struggles today, as far too often they've been swinging at pitches outside the strike zone. That's leading to a lot of soft contact and easy outs. So the focus going forward is on shrinking the zone and forcing the opposing pitching to throw more strikes.
Thank you, Heidi. So that'll bring in Harrison Bader. He'll start things out in the home half of inning number 5. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. Now a bit of a hanger, but it's laid off and called a strike. The 1-1 is swung on and missed for strike number 2. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away.
I'm shocked he was even able to foul that one away. Now he's got to set his sights back over the heart of the plate and maybe be ready for something inside.
That misses, and we're even at 2-2. There's a well-hit ball out to right center field. Running hard, he's digging for second. But that'll be off the wall in right center. And he will make it there as the Cardinals get a man into scoring position on the leadoff double. Finally, a little something for them to get excited about.
Yeah, a rally can begin with a single swing of the bat, and this might be their chance right here. They've struggled to produce a lot of runs, but there he is at second base. A shot to the outfield scores him. Then who knows what kind of roll they could get on. Got to take it one good at-bat at a time.
Runner's on his way to third. Pitch is a cold strike. And he's called out on a close play at third.
Thought he might have a chance to get in there safely when he got a good jump from second, but that was a good throw and a good tag to cut him down.
The windup and the 0-1.
At the ball.
That one looked like it could easily have gone the other way. There's a big difference between 0-2 and 1-1, but now this next pitch probably becomes the biggest of the at-bat.
In there at the letters, 1-2 now. Cardinals get the bullpen started here as a right-hander's up and warming. The 1-2 takes this the other way to right. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Well, you see that happen quite a bit at the big league level, D-Roll. Breaking ball up and away, hit for a bullet for a base hit.
Yeah, Dan, you try and look for it to pop out above the pitcher's hand, and that usually signifies that it's going to be something breaking. That was actually a slider, so nice job by the offensive player, not only recognizing it, but not trying to do too much.
And prior to the first pitch, he'll look to first. And a dive, but he's back. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Dexter Fowler comes on with one gone here as he looks at a called strike one.
Hey, it's not always about filling up the strike zone all the time every inning. He's pitching well as we're moving into the middle innings, but interestingly, less than 50% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
He's right on time for Ramos to be credited with a caught stealing.
Well, I'm not sure if he was going on his own or if that came from the dugout, but either way, he didn't give himself much of a chance with the lead he took. A bigger lead, and maybe he's in there safely.
The 1-1 takes a pass and misses. That's strike two.
Yeah, Matty, you see the same pitch 3 times in a row and you find yourself down 1-2 in the count. Your head starts to get on a swivel here. Is he coming back with it 4 times, or do I have to sit on something else?
Really pulled that one across as the slider misses well inside. Sinker, 3-2 now. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. Good swing just a little early, and he'll see another payoff pitch. And an off-speed pitch swung on and missed, and with that, the side is retired. Nothing doing there for St. Louis. They still trail it here 2-1. Ryan Helsley takes over to start the sixth inning on the mound.
Number 56, Ryan Helsley.
Top half of the sixth about to get started. Up next, the power bat of Pete Alonso. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat. A ball and no strikes.
In today's game, everybody's trying to work off the mound north-south, trying to elevate that heater. He wanted that pitch right there, but I can tell you as an offensive player, I'd rather give you 6 inches off east-west than to have you call that high fastball.
Cut fastball misses downstairs, and it's 2-0 now. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
Hit in the air to right field. On the move is Fowler. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out.
The batter, number 24, second baseman, Robinson Cano.
So Robinson Cano will grab a bat next. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And now the Cardinals get the bullpen working here. Both a lefty and a right-hander have stood up. Low-scoring game thus far. 2-1 here in the sixth. Down and away, ball 1. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. Can't connect there. It's 2-2. Here it comes. Hit back up the middle. Oh, look at Wong. It's in time.
Now batting, the third baseman,
J.D. Davis will stand in here hoping to duplicate what he did back in the second inning as we flash you back to take another look at his solo home run that helped get this offense rolling. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Ball, that's upstairs.
If you've been paying attention, the guy on the mound does not want to come inside. If I'm at the plate, I'm leaning out over.
Outside, 3-0 now. Michael Conforto would be next if they can keep this inning alive. Here it comes, the 3-0. Is in there for strike 1. Two out, nobody on. In there on the inside corner. Don't know that he liked it, but it's a full count now. 3-2. And the cutter got him swinging. Strike 3, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Mets as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. Colton Wong will stand in. And at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Well, when you've only surrendered one hit to the top three guys in the order up to this point in the game, you know you're doing something right, Matt. You're spot on. Whatever they discussed coming into this game has worked out beautifully.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he holds up here, but the pitch is a cold strike anyway. High in the air out towards shallow right. Conforto is in a few steps as he takes it for the first out.
Now batting, first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
And that brings up Paul Goldschmidt. He doubled earlier in the game, 1 for 2 to this point. Here's the first pitch to him. Ball 1. A ball and a strike to the Cardinals' first baseman. Down the third baseline, but a foul ball, 1-2 now. 1 out, nobody on. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Back goes McNeil. He gets there, and that's the second out.
The batter, number 11, shortstop, Paul DeYoung.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Paul DeYoung. 0 for 2, he's flown out twice. First offering on its way. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. And that misses. 2-1. Three balls and a strike to the Cardinals shortstop.
Time to wake up the offense right here. 3-1 count, all in on something over the heart of the plate.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Two out, nobody on. Fly ball out toward left center field. Giving chase is Nimmo. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. They're down 2-1. John Gant is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 53, John Gant.
All set for the start of the inning. Stepping up now, Michael Conforto. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far.
Conforto.
First pitch of the at-bat.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
The 1-1 home.
Ball. 2-1.
Hard ground ball to third. He's got it. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
The catcher, number 40, Wilson Ramos.
Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos. He's hitting .333 in the series, 2 for 6. First pitch on its way.
Ball, that's out.
We're in the 7th inning now. The pitchers duel, 2-1 our score. Fouled off. Now the 1-1 pitch. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. Two and two to the Mets catcher.
2-2, count.
Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there. A little bit too far out in front. Got to find a way to keep his hands back.
And he fouls this one off. A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. And a swing and a miss here, so it's a quick 2 outs to start the 7th.
Well, we'll see a lot of these power arms coming out of the bullpen in these days, but it doesn't make it any less impressive to me. I love watching guys come in and blow smoke right by guys.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ahmed Rosario. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. This is in the air out to left field. O'Neill waits on it, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Mets go down 1-2-3. They lead it 2-1.
7th inning, Perez.
Yadier Molina will stand in again as we take you back to earlier in the ball game. This one swing here has been the entire offense to this point, as this home run accounted for the only run they've tallied so far. Here comes the first pitch.
Ball, that pitch is out.
A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. One-0 count. Here it is. Hit on the ground out to short. Rosario brings it in. And a low throw to first that bounces as he can't hang on.
Now batting, left fielder.
Boy, this is an absolute gift to them, especially when they've had so much trouble getting anybody on base. So now the leadoff hitter is aboard and might be looking to run. They've got to do whatever they can to get some offense going.
Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Jerry Familia will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7 spot in the lineup following the double switch. Tomas Nido is into the ball game as well, as he'll slide into the pitcher's spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch.
Number 3, Tomas Nido.
Ready for another chance? Tyler O'Neill. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels down the first base line. I don't think he even concerns himself with that. He has to put it on the ground. That's part of what makes him successful.
The 1-0.
Well, we all know he's not the greatest threat with the bat up there. His numbers certainly aren't that pretty. But, hey, I give him credit. He's really working the count right here.
2-0 count, the pitch. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
Here it comes, the 3-0. Is looked at for the first strike.
You maybe get 2 pitches a game where all the guesswork goes out the window. This is certainly that situation.
Nobody out, runner on first. And it's fouled away. And a check swing here, but the bat clearly breaks the plane as he's set down for the first out.
A lot of indecision there on that check swing, and that's something you see quite a lot on 3 and 2. When the difference between striking out and drawing a walk can be an inch or two, it's pretty understandable why guys aren't always aggressive with their swings.
First delivery to him on the way.
Hey, this is a left-handed hitter that can fly down the line. If they want to turn 2, they're going to have to be almost perfect.
Runners off for second. He swings and misses. Throw down is there, and he's out trying to take second.
Well, in my opinion, this one all came down to the catcher's footwork on that throw. That was just perfect. You have to use your feet to get your body into a good throwing position for an accurate throw. He did it just right, and he nabs another base runner.
2 out, nobody on. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen. Redbirds down quietly. Our score remains 2-1. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Andrew Miller will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7 spot in the lineup following the double switch. Brad Miller will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch.
And batting 9, number 15, Brad Miller.
Here's the first pitch to him. Good slider there, gets a swing and miss. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. On its way, the 0-1 pitch.
Ball that's outside.
A ball and 2 strikes.
Not much you're going to do with that pitch right there. You have to catch it out front before it even breaks, and even if you do that, it's a tough pitch to keep fair.
Struck him out.
People always talk about how important getting the leadoff man on base is, and it's true. So in the 8th inning of a 1-run game, that's a really nice job of attacking a hitter and sending him packing.
At the plate, Brandon Nimmo. Lefty versus lefty, and the first pitch misses for ball 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Oh, and that looked like the very definition of flailing there. It's even at 1.
You see that so much, left-on-left matchup. That slider down in a way that you get a bad swing on it. There's so many few left-handed hitters that are willing to drive the ball up the middle the other way.
And not a real good cut at that slider, and he's behind 1-2. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game.
This has not been a weekend to remember for him. He's just been completely lost at the plate, flailing all over the place. Now that's his 6th strikeout of the series. They've really got him figured out.
Standing in now, Jeff McNeil, as he'll watch a slider that runs out of the strike zone away for ball 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. There's ball 2 as the slider dips below the zone.
Those are just 2 great takes right there. Those are pretty good pitches. Sliders down the way, both of them. Just off the plate. Couldn't get the batter to fish.
3-0 to him now. And that one's taken outside for a ball. He walked him. So no 1-2-3 inning here. They've got themselves a 2-out base runner.
It was obvious when the count ran to 2-0 that they were not going to give this guy anything to hit. Sometimes you have to pick your battles, and they're going to try their luck with the next hitter.
Digging in once again, Pete Alonso. He flew out in his last at-bat. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hit high and deep to right center. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. Mets strand 1. They still lead it 2-1. Dylan Betances is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 68, Dylan Betances.
Bottom of inning number 8 set to go. Digging in and looking for more, Harrison Bader.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
1 ball, no strikes to count. The 1-0 home is a fastball that misses.
You'll hear me say this time after time up here in the booth. You fight so hard to get into these counts. 1-0, 2-0, 3-1. They don't happen often. This is a huge spot. Count leverage. Look for him to get loose on a fastball right here.
2 balls and a strike to count. The 2-1.
I got 3-1. 3 balls.
Down by a run, your guy needs to get on any way he can. His mentality has to be to shrink this strike zone to like the size of a soup can. No reason to swing at a pitcher's pitch.
The 3-1. And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
Man, that's a tough one to swallow. You're hanging on to a slim lead, and the last thing you want to do is give up a leadoff walk. Seems like those are the ones that always come back to haunt you. So we'll see if that's the case here.
So striding forward now, Brad Miller. And he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. Quick check on that tying run at first, and he'll dive back in. First pitch of the at-bat. Starts him out with a knuckle curve, and he swings through it for strike 1. Oh and 2 the count to Miller. Our pitcher's duel continues here. 2-1 score as we play the 8th. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2.
You know, that almost works like a pitch out there. Maybe you get the guy to chase out of the zone, but at the very least, it gives the catcher something good to throw if the man on first is on the move.
And he got him.
Really important time for a strikeout there, guys. Tying run at first, so objective number one is stranding him on base. And now with one out, it becomes a lot more difficult to manufacture that run.
So now to the plate, Dexter Fowler. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty, it's strike one. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Quick check on that tying run at first. And he'll get back in safely. 1 out, 1 on in a 1-run game. And boy, big problems here to start this at-bat. It's 0-2 now. He broke out the slide step there, Danny.
Yeah, he's clearly thinking about the steal right here. Didn't happen, but the cat-mouse game continues on.
The 0-2 home. Popped him up. Nito is under it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Now batting, the second baseman, Colton Wong.
So it's a runner at first with 2 men out, and that'll bring up Colton Wong. He's set, and the pitch. Fastball in there for a called strike.
Well, they've really had an answer for keeping him in check in this series. He's offered very little resistance with the bat in his hand so far.
Betances is ready. Here he comes 0-1. A runner on first with 2 away. Line towards center field, and that's in there. Base hit.
The batter, the first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt now, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. High in the air out to center field.
Waiting on it is Nimmo.
He's got it to end the inning as they'll strand the tying run in scoring position. Cards strand a couple. They still trail it here 2-1. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Robinson Cano. No thump out of him in this game so far, as might be expected. He's 0 for 3. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And we kick off the 9th inning with a swinging strike here. 0-1. Lays off the slider, and it's 1-1. Left side. Miller's got it. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
Now batting, third baseman, J.D. Davis.
J.D. Davis the next to bat. He went down on strikes last time up. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Popped up. DeYoung is there. 2 down.
Now batting, right fielder, Michael Conforto.
Ready once again, Michael Conforto. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. First delivery to him on the way.
Nope. Ball 1.
And this one's too far inside, ball 2. And this will be fouled away. Clearly off with his timing on that one, a swinging strike. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Pretty easy pitch to lay off there, 2-2. Not even close to being in the strike.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. So nothing happening this time around. Nothing further in the 9th for the Mets. On to the bottom half. Last chance now for the Redbirds. They trail here 2-1. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Edwin Diaz comes on looking for a save here in the bottom of the 9th inning.
Now pitching and batting in the 6th spot, number 39, Edwin.
Now to the plate, Paul DeYoung. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Number 16, Jake Marisnik.
First offering on its way. A little too much bite on the breaking ball that time as it's well off the outside. And a slider stays outside and he falls behind 2-0.
I don't mind him trying to pitch him backwards right there with those 2 early count sliders, but now he finds himself in a situation where he's going to have to come fastball.
Popped up. Alonso over to his right. Makes the play, 1 away.
The catcher, number 4, Yadier Molina.
Yadi Molina digging in now.
I mean, Yadi, when he first broke on the scene, was a defender first and foremost. You can't say that anymore. I mean, he's evolved into a really, really nice offensive player.
And he'll start him with a slider that's taken down and away for ball 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Marisnik is under it, 2 down.
Now batting, the left fielder.
Cardinals are down to their final out now. And into bat next will be Tyler O'Neill. First pitch on its way. Yanked the slider across that time, laid off for a ball.
Hey, that's a nice take by the batter right there, but that's a non-competitive off-speed pitch. Got to do better to at least entice a swing.
And he lays off a fastball here that looked pretty good, but it's 2-0. Fans on their feet in a 1-run ball game in the last of the 9th. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
Man, you hate to give up a 2-out walk to anybody, but especially to a speed demon like him. Good chance he's running here, and good luck trying to stop him.
Edmundo Sosa will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line.
Number 63, Edmundo Sosa.
In there at the knees, strike 1. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. Now his swing, and he pops him up. And this should do it. In there, a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Not every ball's going to be hit on the screws right there. That one falls in front of the right fielder for a single. Found some green grass.
And that'll bring up the former top prospect Harrison Bader as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Way behind that pitch. It's 0-1.
Hey, either this hitter needs a cup of coffee or he was sitting off speed right there.
2 big outs here, but the tying and winning runs are both out there. And there's a called strike 2 as now they're down to their final strike this afternoon.
There seem to be different philosophies on it. So, Dan, what was your approach in 0-2 counts?
My philosophy is this. I think the last thing you want to do is throw non-competitive pitches, Matt. Throw something down in the zone or just out of the zone, but something way out of the zone doesn't serve any purpose.
Cardinals down to their final strike here. It's sharply toward third, and he'll put this one away, and with that, the ball game is over.
Well, they sure made it interesting in the ninth, but they leave the tying run stranded at second and the winning run helplessly at first. Could have gone either way, but we were treated to a great battle.
Pitching and defense game 2-1 the final score this afternoon. The New York Mets earned the victory despite only collecting 4 total hits. Marcus Stroman notches his 3rd win of the year. Edwin Diaz wraps it up for the save, his 10th. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
The final line score for this afternoon's ball game. For the victorious New York Mets, 2 runs on 4 hits, 2 errors. They left 5 men on base. For St. Louis, 1 run on 6 hits, no errors. They left 7 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 35 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.